What do you look for there?
Both and all and more. Safety play, it's funny, I always say requires, you got to have linebacker toughness, because you have to do things in the box that require you to support the run, to be a good tackler, to be physical. They require a corner skill set, because more and more nowadays you have to cover slot receivers and fast guys in open space. And you have to have a quarterback's mentality. So when we, in the local paper, that's the one ad I put out. I'm looking for guys with linebacker toughness, a corner skill set, and a quarterback's mentality. So football intelligence is very, very important. The ability to understand angles and be physical at the point of attack, and the ability to understand angles and have range and good ball skills in the pass piece.
What have you seen from Evan Berry to this point?
He's pretty good. He's explosive. You could certainly didn't take Mel Kiper to make that statement there. The guy had, X amount, 3 kickoff returns and an interception return for touchdowns last year. He's really fast and explosive and big and strong, and obviously he wasn't out there in the spring a whole lot. So through the first days of practice, I think the first day, he's an example of a guy I thought the first day was a little out of control and not a significant amount of attention to detail. His effort was there, and in day 2, he made some plays on the ball. He's continuing to get, back into the swing of things, and I think he's a guy that, is going to have a role in our defense.
Bob, how good is your competition going to be back there at safety when you look at the bodies you have to work with?
Really good. It's not just, there is competition within the framework of position, but it's also, again, I think one of the things that we can bring to the table, and I said this in the defensive meeting to the unit, everybody that deserves to play will play, and the amount that they deserve to play. So I'm not averse to playing a lot of guys, and I think over the course of a long season, especially early when you're playing, all these tempo, no huddle teams are going to run 85 to 90 snaps a game, and again we're searching for those 25 points in the fourth quarter and a key third down or things like that. We'll develop packages to get some of those guys on the field, and TK, Todd Kelly's picked up where he left off in the spring. Rashawn Gaulden's had a good first 2 days. Micah Abernathy's had a really good first 2 days. Having Evan Berry back has been very positive. And the other 2 guys that I'd like to acknowledge at the safety position are Stephen Griffin, who's really made great improvements from the spring, has worked hard to put himself in a position to have a role. And the rookie, Nigel Warrior's done a good job and made a good first impression the first 2 days. Here's a guy who, isn't always going in the right direction, but he's got a skill set that, that merits us spending more time with him and helping him get ready for the opening game.
Bob, talked a lot in the spring about the